Have you ever stopped to wonder why life's difficult experiences seem to leave much deeper marks than those achievements you longed for? Why does suffering have this power to transform us, often forever, while success, though sweet, often passes quickly and leaves no real impact? This is a question that spans centuries and cultures, one that philosophy, religion, and even literature have tried to answer. Today, we'll reflect on this, based on biblical teachings, philosophical thoughts, and real-life examples. What does success really offer? When you achieve something great, a new job, a completed project, the recognition you expected, a good feeling arises. Joy, pride, relief. But this joy is often temporary. Why? Because success feeds the ego, that part of us that always wants more, that is never fully satisfied. It's the famous finish line that once reached reveals there's another one beyond it. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus said that depending on what is outside our control for our happiness is a trap. Success is an external thing, and that's exactly what makes it unstable. The profound impact of suffering. Suffering, on the other hand, plays a deeper role in human transformation. It forces us to look inward, to face our weaknesses, doubts, and limitations. It takes us off autopilot and throws us into raw, stark reality. In the Bible, we have the example of Job, a man who lost everything and yet managed to find meaning in pain. Blessed is the one who perseveres under trial, because having stood the test, that person will receive the crown of life that the Lord has promised to those who love him. James 1:12. This passage reveals that suffering, despite being cruel, brings a kind of purification, a refining of the soul. Why does suffering have a greater impact? The answer lies in what suffering compels us to do: change. While success can reinforce our comfort zone and pre-established beliefs, suffering destroys certainties. It breaks down pride, shakes identity, and therefore creates space for true growth. St. Augustine said that pain is a path to truth and to finding oneself. In suffering, we are forced to review our priorities, to reevaluate who we are and what truly matters. Suffering is a clash with reality, often harsh and relentless. It's the moment we realize that not everything is under our control, that we are limited, that the world doesn't revolve around us. This shock is painful, but it is also liberating. Jesus, in the Garden of Gethsemane, expressed his anguish in the face of the suffering he knew was coming, but at the same time accepted the Father's will. "Father, if you are willing, take this cup from me, yet not my will, but yours be done." Matthew 26:39. This is the crucial point. Suffering teaches us to accept reality, to adapt, and to find peace even in adversity. The cultural resistance to suffering. Today, we live in a culture that preaches constant success and happiness, as if it were possible to escape pain. But the truth is that trying to avoid suffering at all costs can lead us to greater suffering, that of stagnation, superficiality, the loss of meaning. Psychologist Jordan Peterson explains that facing suffering is a sign of maturity, and running from it only postpones growth. In everyday life, how many times has a crisis, financial, personal, emotional, forced us to change habits, seek help, reevaluate relationships? These moments are painful, yes, but they are also the ones that generate the most lasting changes. Suffering can be the door to a more authentic life, a deeper faith, a stronger character. Suffering, a catalyst for true growth. Therefore, suffering changes you more than success because it breaks the illusion, brings us to reality, and forces us to grow. The Bible reminds us that even in pain, there is the promise of life and transformation. Godly sorrow brings repentance that leads to salvation and leaves no regret. 2 Corinthians 10:10. If you are going through a difficult time today, know that this experience can be the beginning of true change. Final question and call to action. Did you enjoy this reflection? Leave a comment below about what suffering most changed your life and how it transformed you. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more videos that connect philosophy, faith, literature, and real life.